welcome back to my channel. It's your boy King Abe, and in this video guys I'm going to be showing you guys how you guys can learn to scalp like a pro in Forex. That's what I'm going to be showing you guys today, you feel me? So in this video we're going to be looking at cat JPY, and we're going to be using this strategy on the 15-minute time frame. And if you guys look down here, you can see this indicator. This indicator is actually called awesome oscillator, and to add this indicator onto your chart, you're gonna go over here to indicators and you just search for awesome oscillator, and this is it right over here. Now, once you have that on your chart, now using this strategy, we're going to be using two more indicators, and the indicators is going to be moving average, but it's going to be moving average exponential, EMA, not SMA, so not simple moving average. And we're going to go over here and we just add the two moving averages, and the first one we're going to change that to 25, and you can change the color if you want to, and I'll change this to the second one. And for the second moving average, we're gonna change that to 50, and then once you're done you click on OK. Now, to use this strategy, you have to know and understand that just because you're using indicators, that doesn't mean you just enter into a trade blindly. So to use this strategy, we have to go to the higher time frame to figure out where our entry is going to be to use this strategy. So in this case, the higher time frame we're going to go to is going to be the 1 hour time frame, and we're going to look at this by example. Now, the first thing we need to do to figure out where our entry is to look for our zone, and we see that we have a support zone that became a resistance zone. Once you have that zone, then we can go back to the 15-minute time frame. Now let's look for that zone. We have that zone right over here. Now, to get into this trade, we have to make sure that the 25 cross the 50 EMA, and we have to make sure that price is actually above the 50 EMA, and we have to make sure that this awesome oscillator, this histogram is green and it's above your zero line down here, and we need to make sure that price actually closes above our resistance zone. Once we have that, now it's time for us to be to be looking for our entry. Now let's put this in replay mode and see where our entry is going to be. Now let's see where our entry is going to be. Bam, you could have got into this trade right over here. Now, to get our take profit, we need to go back to the higher time frame. So we go back to the 1 hour time frame to get our take profit, and we could have easily targeted this zone right over here, because that's another resistance zone right over there, and we could have easily targeted this zone as well, because we also have another zone right there. So once you have that, then we go back to the 15-minute time frame and let's see how this trade played out. Bam, you got your take profit smashed. Now let's take a look and see what our risk to reward ratio was for this trade. We got in right over here. We have our take profit right over here for 37 pips, and we could have set our stop loss right below this zone right over here, and we're looking at let's say 25 pips. Our risk to reward ratio was 1 to 4. Very nice trade right there. Now let's look for another example. In this case, we're going to look for a sell example. Let's go back to the 1 hour time frame and look for, let me delete these drawings, and let's look for a sell example. Now, to get into this sell trade right over here, we need to look for our support zone. Now we can see that we have a support zone right over here. Now once you have your zone, now we can go back to the 15-minute time frame and let's look for that zone that we just marked on the 1 hour time frame. Let's look for that zone, and we have that zone right over here. Now to get into this trade, we need to make sure that the 25 crosses the 50 and that price is actually below your 25 EMA. That's what we need. And we also need to make sure that this awesome oscillator, that price is now below the zero line, which means make sure your awesome oscillator, this histogram is red and is below your zero line. Once you have that, we need to make sure that price closes below this support zone. Once you have that, then we'll be looking for when to get into the trade. And let's put this in replay mode and see where our entry is going to be. Start from right there. Now let's see. Bam. Could have gotten the trade right over here at this candle. Now to look for our take profit zone, we're going to go back to the 1 hour time frame and see where our take profit is going to be. So we could have easily target this zone as well. Have easily target that zone. Could have easily target this zone or this zone right over here, because that's another zone right there. Now once you have that, we go back to the 15-minute time frame and let's see how this trade played out. Bam, we got our take profit smashed. Now let's take a look and see what our risk to reward ratio was. We got in the trade right over here. We got our take profit right here. Take profit was for 32 pips, and we could have set our stop loss right above the 50 EMA. Let's say for 15 pips, our risk to reward ratio was 2-to-1. So guys, if you find value in this video, please like this video, smash the subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my future video like this.